live like that anymore.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is Thursday, July 13th, 2023. I'm back with more YouTube videos and, of course, my celebrity YouTube collaboration with Whitney Houston's Real System.
I'm talking to my family.
And guys, basically, I'm sorry. I know it's been a week since y'all have seen me, and I'm going to talk about everything and up to why it's been a good while since you guys have seen me. So basically, everything I'm going to be talking, I'm not going to tell you the main reason why I've not been here. Well, the main reason is because I wanted to take a break. And we're going to continue with of course, my celebrity YouTube collaboration with Miss Leolah. And I'm going to talk about various hot topics, celebrity hot topics, celebrity conspiracy theories. I got to catch up because I'm a week late since July 6th. I think so. Yeah, I have to catch up of everything we had missed out on. Hey guys, been but today, this YouTube live stream schedule is from 1 p.m. to 5, or I'm just going to, get it from anywhere from an hour or two, and then I'm going to do it. I'm scheduled to do about 3 live YouTube videos within the from 1 p.m. to 5:25. I got to get 3 done. So this one has to be for about an hour. The next one, next live YouTube live stream, of course, I'm gonna come back to back with multiple of them because I have to, like I said, I gotta catch up. Like I said, I'm not going to talk. I'm just going to talk about my book, of course, My Sister's Keeper, and of course, I just want that. I want to, let this thing go. I'm going to, release the book, My Sister's Keeper, and continue with, you know, um, fighting for justice for Whitney and Chrissy. But after I release the book, I'm done with the Whitney Houston and Bobby Christine story for now. Not unless I get, more information because I'm sure there's a lot more stuff that I don't know. And yeah, there is because I don't know everything when it comes to the Whitney Houston and Bobby Christina story. I just know most of everything I'm being told and things I've researched and things I've watched. That's basically it. And I want you guys to be able to see the TV, so because we're about to watch some YouTube
And Whitney's family. Actually, I talk more to Whitney's family than I do my own. They stand by me. Mostly all of Whitney's family stand by me.
videos. I have 7,439.
Yeah, I do. I will say I have some family members on the Brown side that have asked me to keep going and never stop. So I do have Browns in my corner, of course. But I think we all, as a family, when we have tragedy like this, we should all come together and fight for what's right, being unafraid. Because if we're going to say that we believe in God, if we call ourselves Christians or Muslims, it doesn't matter. It's only one God. Then we have to show God that we don't fear anyone but Him. Because otherwise, we go be a fake Christian or a fake Muslim. Because you're not fearing God like you should. You're fearing people. And I don't fear anybody. Leolah doesn't have to be that. I don't choose to be that way. And goddamn it, if I have to go out that way like that, so be it. But I don't think God is going to allow that. No, not the God that I serve. He will protect me because my faith is with Him and not man. So don't worry about me. What we need to worry about is the people that did this to our family members. God.
Okay, guys, I just like the YouTube live stream as well. I very much
with a
appreciate for more
system
likes,
that
for all the
allows
likes we can get.
this to
Thank you
happen.
guys for the second like. I appreciate it.
Whitney had too many bruises. Oh, she had too many bruises. I took her pictures to somebody, and when I say pictures, I mean the the coroner's pictures. It's like a picture of a shape of a person, and they pointed out where the scars were on Whitney's body. And I took those pictures to a friend of mine that lives in Buckhead, Georgia, and she's a kickboxer. She does that for a living, and she looked at those pictures and said, "Lily, you see this? You see those scars on Whitney's leg? You see those? Those are probably kicks." She said Whitney fought for her life. She fought for her life. I knew that Whitney fought for her life. Whitney's cousin called me during the time that we were viewing the body, and when we went to New York to view the body. I didn't go. At that time, I was dealing with a lot of stuff. Barbara Walters at that time was calling me, trying to get me to come in and sit down with her. And I was willing to do it, but they were not willing to be patient with me and speak with my attorney. So I didn't do it. I said, I'm here for a funeral. I'm not here to play games and try to get on TV and sit down and get in front of everybody to be seen. No, I was mourning, really mourning my sister. So I never did the Barbara Walters show, but she asked me to, and I turned it down. So I'm not money hungry. For those of you that thought I was, not Leolah. I have turned down millions of dollars. You don't know my story. You don't even know me. You don't even know me. I'm so far from you. Money don't mean nothing to me. Nothing at all. Yes, I do love money. I need it. We all need it. It's a necessity. It is something that this world demands of us. So everybody needs money. Money is something that you can't get by. You can't get away with going about in this world and not needing money to spend money. But no, I don't need monetary gains for something like that. No, no. But back to Whitney. She had a bruised up face. Her face was swollen. And her cousin called me crying, saying, "My God, her face is swollen. Somebody get her." Mm-hmm. Because she saw the body. She went into the funeral home and viewed it. And I didn't go. I just couldn't see her like that because I knew something was wrong. I knew that somebody had did that to me. We live in a wicked world, you all. This is a wicked world. And everybody does things for different reasons. Everybody has a different agenda, and the agendas of today are strange. It's like, I don't care anymore. There's so many people walking around with that I don't care attitude. Money will move people very quickly. And it's so sad because you have no idea how God wants to bless you. God wants to bless you. He wants to bless you without all that. So I just, like I said, I hope that we repent. The people that did this to Whitney and Bobby Christine. Everybody knows what they did. Some other things went down. That's not what took Nick didn't kill Chrissy. Mm-mm. No, Bobby Christina was stabbed to death. Hmm. She was stabbed to death. And that's the sad part. Why would you all stop my niece to death like that?
How can you let that go down?
How can you let that go on? She suffered.
She suffered.
She suffered.
She did. I feel so bad for others.
Okay, let me look at some questions.
Question.
Did you be witnessed by? Well, like I said, somebody mentioned that Whitney didn't have a closed casket, but she did. At the funeral, the casket was closed. Now, I don't know about anything else, but while I was sitting there, the casket was closed. I hate how they made Bobby look in the movie. Yeah, that Bobby's movie was in it was so much missing from my brother's movie. A lot.
We got 2 likes for the YouTube live stream, everybody.
But my mother asked me to finish her book that she was doing, and I'm working on that. And I'm also working on a movie that my mother was writing. Um, and I'm almost finished with that. It's a great movie. My mother shared that with me and asked me to put that if I could put that out if anything happened to her to make sure that that movie got out. And I'm working on that now. So I wish you were my sister-in-law. I love my brother. Oh, I love you too, Laurel, friend Tori. I am your sister. I'm your sister. We might not be blood, but I am your sister. Okay? To the Houston and Brown family. Thank you. Thank you. I do. I love my family on both sides. I love them to death. Because we're all hurt. We're all hurt. But what I wish that we could all, for the sake of Whitney and Chrissy, come together. But I know that's not going to happen because I want to say this to you all. It's very sad that you have family members that want to see you gone. That's sad. I have some people that don't like me, and I don't know why, but it's always been. I don't know what it is about. I have never done anything to anybody. I have never done anything to anybody, not intentionally, not intentionally. No, and if anybody could ever think of anything that I've ever done to them, stand, talk about it. But I've never done anything malicious or evil to nobody. So I've done foolish things when I was a child in school to some people. You know how you are when you're a kid climbing around. Yes. But I'm not a wicked person, and everybody knows that. I'm known for being a peacemaker in my family. I am. But it's very sad that some people have people in their families that really want to see them gone, and they don't care. They really just don't care. And that's sad. That is so sad because we shouldn't be that way. That's an evil way to be, that's a wicked way to be and say that you love God. How can you love God when you are right in front of your brothers and sisters and you show no love? See, that's impossible. We have to learn to love each other. And I hope that all the things that have happened to Whitney, I hope that those that did things
I was going to release this book, Betty White.
That you get better. I pray that you get better because we've been told a lot of stuff. A lot of things happened to her when she was younger. A lot of things.
But like I said, Whitney, it was laid out in her will that she wanted to be in a gold casket. That's what I want, one day, years from now, long time.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point, we have to heal. We have to heal. We have to be willing to want to heal.
No, we have to want to heal.
Otherwise, where are we going? We're going to go to hell if we don't get it right.
Well, guys, I've actually seen all that stuff. I just wanted y'all to see some parts of the video, but I have seen it.
Breaking news tonight. Out of Los Angeles, the death of singing star Whitney Houston at the age of 48. Details are still coming in, but her publicist has confirmed her death in the Associated Press, although the circumstances and the place are not clear. Whitney Houston shot to fame in the 1980s, one of the most powerful and unforgettable voices ever heard. She had hit record after hit record, from Saving All My Love for You to Right Here, I Will Always Love You, winning Grammys and making big movies along the way. Her success, as we might be love to know, was hurt by the struggle with drugs. She recently had a new album, was looking at a comeback in the last couple of years. But tonight we have her publicist confirming to the Associated Press that Whitney Houston has died at the age of 48. The reports will continue to follow this at davidnews.com. Good morning, America. First thing in the morning. Again, the loss of Whitney Houston and her incredible Phyllis.
Making an impact on our planet and your planet. The chronic legal further to flavor.
Let's get right to AMC Cecilia Vega, who joins us live from the Beverly Hilton Hotel in Los Angeles. Cecilia?
Yes, good morning, Georgia. It happened here at 3:43 yesterday afternoon when a member of Houston's entourage located her body inside this hotel. So far, police and the coroner are refusing to offer details about what may have caused her tragic death. Exactly what happened inside the iconic Beverly Hilton remains a mystery. Paramedics raced to the fourth floor and found a lifeless Whitney Houston inside her hotel room bathtub. They tried in vain to resuscitate her with CPR.
At 3:55 p.m. this afternoon, Whitney Houston was pronounced dead at the Beverly Hilton Hotel.
The scene inside her room was chaotic. ABC has learned it appears members of Houston's entourage found her unresponsive body and called hotel security. But just about a half hour earlier, Houston's mother, Sissy, reportedly spoke to her daughter and said nothing was out of the ordinary. Houston's cousin, Dionne Warwick, also reportedly spoke to her over the phone earlier in the day and said everything seemed fine. Houston is staying at the hotel to attend music industry executive Clive Davis's annual pre-Grammy Bash. It is the same event where she was introduced to the record industry nearly 3 decades ago. Hours after her death, the party still went on. The scene was surreal. The Beverly Hills Crime Lab parked outside, paparazzi camped out waiting for Houston's body to emerge. Inside, a star-studded lineup of speeches and songs. Her final days were marked by questions about her sobriety. Houston's stay at the Beverly Hilton involved heavy partying, according to news reports, and then early Friday morning, what would become Houston's final performance. She sang it to wed Grammy nominee Kelly Price at a party at a Hollywood nightclub. Houston was there with her daughter, Parkinson's history, but after tears on stage, these photos of a disheveled, bloated, and agitated Houston leaving. She reportedly had blood dripping down her leg, scratches on her wrist, and had to be escorted from the club. But the people who knew her said she was simply sweating from her performance.
There was
Nothing wrong.
There
There was nothing wrong.
She was singing.
She's singing,
But then
That's-
she was laughing. She was playing. I'm gonna remember her
Just
just like that. 'Cause that's
Just
the
the
way
way
that
that
I
I
never played.
always had pleasure for being.
Superstar would be dead next day. Now, one report says Whitney Houston was found with prescription drugs inside her room here at the Beverly Hilton and that she may have drowned in the bathtub. Whatever happened, the coroner says if an autopsy is performed, it could be a day or two before that's done. Robin?
And until then, we
Just
just don't know. Cecilia,
Thank you.
Creamy milk chocolate, crunchy whole hazelnuts, and plus a recipe by Lynn.
You know, Whitney
Houston
Houston
is
is
one of the
one of
biggest
the
superstars
biggest
the world has
superstars
ever known,
ever
and
known.
our first guest
Was
was
there
there
to
to
witness
witness
it all.
Now, after a couple of decades of silence, she's sharing her story of friendship in
Her
and
new book,
romance in Whitney's
new
in
book,
her book.
A
It's
Song for
called
You,
A Song for You,
My Life.
My Life with Whitney Houston. Please welcome for the first time to our show, our Wendy exclusive, Robin Crawford. I like your shoes. Thank you. Shoe cam, please. Model them.
Oh, she can't.
That was nice, Robin. Did you pick those up yourself? I did.
She can.
I heard that your children had a hand in it. Yes, my son told me to wear black and white laces. So now he's 10. He's 10. They're both 10. My daughter's 10. Yeah, Robin's got 2 children and a wife and a happy life in the tri-state area. I mean, he's doing a good job. Good job. Robin and I were telling you, we already had a conversation on the phone, just to say hey and oh, so you met with me when you were teens. How old were you? I had just turned 19 and she was soon to be 17 that summer. And where did you meet? We met at the Community Development Center in East Orange, New Jersey. That was summer jobs. Okay. And how was Whitney back then, like when we first met her? She was awesome. She had this presence that was just like, what's your name? And she said, Whitney Elizabeth Houston. Oh. That's how she picked on you. With a handle. Uh-huh. Okay. Uh-huh. Let's set up. I'll keep an eye out for you. So then summer camp ends and you guys maintain friendship. We got to know each other. What does that mean? Well, but like any other 2 girls, being silly. She's young, teenage girls, working at a summer camp. You just kind of find out who you're gonna, who you gravitate to. Yeah. And we had a connection. And we would go out for lunch together and we just clicked. And at that time, Whitney's mother, Sissy, was big in the gospel community. Whitney's mother was big in the background singing community. That's how Whitney introduced her to me. Okay. As yes, she was the ministress of music at New Hope Baptist Church. But Whitney took me through every single last artist and background vocals when her mother was tearing it up. And she does tear it up. Wow. In the book, I lay out the tracks for
She is a person,
as Whitney put it, was no joke being
paid triple scale.
Wow.
She's awesome.
Well, many of us had our first kiss at summer camp. Did you guys kiss at summer camp? No, I did. Yes, Camp Center. I wasn't doing it. Well, all right. So how did the romance start? As we got further into knowing each other and feeling comfortable, like Whitney was like, I'm a singer. I said, okay, that's cool. And then I'd say to her something like, well, where do you sing? She said, well, at my church, the Old Baptist Church, but I also auditioned for The Wiz, which Tisha Campbell, I think, got that part. Okay. She's also from East Orange. I have that right. So anyway, we just kept spending time together and wanted to be together. And she'd tell me these amazing stories about the music business. And music was huge back then. You had the album cover with the liner notes and you had to sit and go through. And my family was big on music as well. Right. So we had a nice seesaw relationship on who was who in the music business. And much later that summer, she asked me to walk her to her home, and I did. And we just sat back on her sofa on the floor. And
it was that time,
What time?
a time to just get a little closer. So we did, and it was just like that, just a little closer,
Yeah.
and it was
What else? Let me ask you, are you Gold Star lesbian?
Gold Star.
Well, around here, they say that means you've never been with the opposite sex.
You know what?
Because you were 19, so did you know who you were at that time? In terms of Rob's sexuality,
I was around sexuality and Dennis's child.
but in terms of your sexuality.
In terms of my sexuality, I would say that I prayed for someone, male or female, who would love me for me.
Yeah.
Whoever that was.
Okay. So you were open.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you and Whitney eventually got closer. You had a physical relationship. We saw it play out in the movie and stuff like that. Did you see the movie? I liked the movie. Oh, here she goes. Here she goes. Well, and by the way, I like your pick. I like a bumblebee pen.
My bumblebee, yeah, I need my bubbles with me. I got my Calvary, but I need my bubbles.
Yeah. So then you became physical, and how did that end though? Like, or why did it end?
You know, I want to say this. We had a friendship, a beautiful friendship. If you could have one person in this life that you could look at and communicate with, you could. We learned how to communicate without talking. You needed that in the
Mhm.
and for the entertainment world. But our friendship was so deep that we wanted to touch each other. And we did one night, and it was everything. And we knew then that everything was not all that would be.
Yeah,
You
sex
know,
only a part of a relationship.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what?
Or touching, only a part of a relationship.
It was just embracing everything that we had shared.
Ah.
And it was our moment.
No one else was.
No one else was there, but maybe the creator.
Creative.
Wait, at this point, had she signed with Arista
Yeah.
Records? So she was on her way.
She's
to
on her way
Gold Star?
becoming.
It was
Yes.
around the time
Okay.
that she had signed. It may have been right after that, not long
Right.
after that, but
Yeah,
she
she had signed her
deal,
deal.
yes.
Right.
And
Did other people do strong suggestions that you all got to stop?
no.
Okay.
No, you don't go around professing something that's beautiful. You kind of keep it safe. And that's what we did. We kept it safe. It was between us. It stayed between us. And our friendship flourished because, we sacrificed that
Yeah.
for where we were going. And because of that rise was beautiful. It was awesome.
To the romance and the romance.
The romance, you say, okay, Whitney said to me one day, she came to my house and she said, I don't think we should be physical. And because where we're going, if people found out about it, they would just use it against us. It's kind of like fuel for the fire. It was the 80s. And that's how it was. You were either this or that. Women were treated, you couldn't see two of your favorite female artists on the same ticket. That was like a far-fetched dream. And I think spiritually, for her and her belief, everyone knows Whitney gave a testimony before every award show who she gave her thanks to. And she was steadfast and steady on it. She never wavered. I took her lead. I chose to love her unconditionally.
And she
I
gave
didn't
you the
really know
Bible.
what that word meant. Yeah, she gave me a Bible. It was in a box, and she gave me a Bible, and she said, "Love me unconditionally." And I aspire to do that. And that's why I can sit here now. That woman's spirit is like this. She's a kid. right here.
So prior to her meeting and marrying Bobby Brown, she did have a few different boyfriends, including Eddie Murphy and including he was a football player or basketball player. I forget. I was on the radio yip yapping.
Yeah.
Well, you know, but she had these different relationships. And Jermaine Jackson, who I understand, he was the one that you weren't jealous of Eddie, but
I wasn't jealous of anyone. I wasn't at all. I didn't have to be. I knew where I stood with Whitney.
what about your relationship with Rick, with Jermaine in your mind? So like,
Okay, well, you know, this is during the Jacksons' reign.
yeah,
And we all love the Jacksons. We all grew up with them.
yeah.
And I wouldn't say that Whitney had a relationship or he was a boyfriend. They shared some time together. And during that time, it was our first apartment that we moved into.
You were Whitney
Yes,
in Jersey.
in Jersey.
Okay.
You would want your child at that time to have someone in her corner living together. So it was us. We clicked. She could trust me in that house and I could trust her.
Yeah.
So that wasn't an uncommon thing, but we inscribed on the back of the Bible that she had given me that we would be loyal, honest, trusting, dedicated, and support each other. And emotionally, I guess I was still connected to her because I could tell while she was away in LA that something was happening. I could feel it. And that night I was I was on the floor just letting that just go through me. And when she called, it wasn't like she was bringing me into, guess what, girl? And I thought that's what friendship would roll to. And she wasn't open with me. And that's not jealousy. That is, I'm Robin. I'm the one that I'm your bouncer. You know, you
Yeah.
bounce everything off. And she wasn't bringing me in. So I felt.
Oh yeah, guys. Just so you guys know, I'm starting my new world tour. Just like y'all know, I've been on, a break since last Thursday. But I told y'all I will be coming back Thursday, July 13th, and we have returned with more talk show episodes. And I'm going to renew my season throughout 2025. But for right now, we're just going to work on with the YouTube episodes of this year and the videos that I have to work on now. But yes, I'm going to discuss various hot topics such as Wendy Williams, Selena Quintanilla Perez, of course, Whitney Houston and Bobby Christina, because I still have a book, My Sister's Keeper feat. Miss Leolah Brown. We have to have the book and the YouTube collaboration. Everything has to kind of connect with each other because me and Miss Leolah's upcoming celebrity YouTube collaboration has to basically connect with our book, My Sister's Keeper, which it will once everything's finished and complete.
Some kind of way about it.
I do have 7 chapters of my book done though, so that's
Truly came around to talking to her about it.
Did she tell you to back off?
No, she didn't. She knew I was ready to hear it, and I guess she was ready to share it.
Yeah.
I don't know what she was feeling, why she kept it from me,
Yeah.
and I didn't ask. I didn't care. I just wanted her to share where she was, and once we got through that, it
I
was
was
good.
leaving.
So stay here. Do you feel good?
Feeling all right.
So far, so good. You have a job.
Sometimes it takes a different approach. So when you too much in your future differently.
Robin didn't flee the scene, so this is good. Okay, so when she started dating Bobby, how were your thoughts with that?
She said she wasn't going to be serious about Bobby, but
In the movie, they flirted wildly at the
Award
award
show.
show.
It was no flirting wildly. She bumped him and that was
With
it.
her booty.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's cute. That's cute back then. So, did you do cocaine back then?
I don't.
Yeah. And, but Whitney
Yeah,
spiraled out of control with it.
I mean,
Well, you know, back in those days, it just seemed like we were fearless,
we didn't take on the world.
ready for the world. And we didn't
wouldn't
do
do
that
that
all
all.
the time. I mean, once we got on at home,
Nobody had
before
money.
we left home, no one had money.
Yeah.
And anybody just
Folks
wanted
just wanted
a
a little
joint
joint
or
or whatever,
whatever.
and that was just about it.
That was just about
But
it.
when we started to tour, you know, it was everywhere.
And we weren't
And we
looking.
weren't looking for it. Whitney was
Was
focused.
focused.
I mean,
You don't
you don't
accomplish
accomplish what
what
she did.
we had. Well, I had
Sitting around getting
you
high
high
on
on
it.
it.
Whitney was definitely in coke before she met Bobby, because everybody always thought that Bobby was the bad guy in terms of that.
Yeah, I mean, I think we know that Bobby was not. I mean, I think Michael, her brother, said that registered that. But yeah, she's something else.
Was Bobby physically abusive to her?
From
From
what
what
I
I-
understand, yes. Bobby saved his worst behavior for when I wasn't with her.
Did he kind of dismiss you from her life once he became that guy to her?
No, no. Bobby didn't. Bobby never dismissed me, and I never moved on from Whitney's company because of Bobby. It was cumulative. He had a way of just like you just never knew when he was going to perform, and that's what I call it. He was going to show out. Well, just show out, just
Even though
anywhere
we could be
we could be. But no, he did not push me out or she was isolated.
Gotcha.
She became isolated. That's what I would say. Because they were together, isolated. So I didn't see as much of her as I used to or needed to.
Were you at the wedding?
I was there as the maid of honor, doing what maid of honors do, supporting the bride.
Did you cry?
And you know what? I had to represent. And yeah, I felt my friend, back then it was like when your best friend gets married,
it's like
it changes,
the dynamic
changes.
I was in a helicopter flying over the wedding because I'm landing on the radio, and in the radio station, they got me a helicopter.
Yeah.
To fly over the wedding. I saw the big H in the pool. I saw you all doing your thing, and I came back to the radio and talked about it. That radio interview that I did with Whitney, because I had never met Whitney. I had never met her. That's what I do. Look, I've only seen her in concert once, and that was at the Beacon Theater in Boston when I was a burgeoning radio star in college radio, and she was in that concert with Jermaine. And then I've only talked to her once, and that was on the radio. And that was that interview. Well, okay. My husband, Robert Crawford.
I heard that interview. I got a call from my former assistant. I wasn't working with Whitney. And she said, Whitney's going to be on Whitney Williams. I said, what do you mean she's going to be on Whitney? They turn on the radio. And that was a cumulative fed up Whitney Houston that I heard. And
it was me, you fed up with the world.
You have been talking about Whitney and myself for so long.
Well, that's what I do, and it all came true. It's in the book. Like a lot of things that I said are in this book.
Now, a lot of things that you were saying, I mean, it was a long day's work. We get in the car, the radio is on. Everyone lived by the radio back then. We're in the car, and you're talking like you live with us, like your roommates with us. We're sitting still, and we said, who is she? Who is she? Who is this woman? I don't know what she looks like. We were gonna.
You're gonna jump in?
We were gonna go. We didn't know what you looked like.
Okay.
Our plan was to go
Down
down to
that
Hudson
Hudson
Street
Street.
and squat like Congress. Wait, right outside.
Drop in. I can't even fight.
We both will go fight
Just wanted to see you
face to
face to
face
face
and have a little
and
chat.
chat.
I'm frightened. Oh my gosh, I dodged that bullet.
It was a lot. It was a lot, and with all of that we were dealing with, I mean, I'm sitting here, and now I know how Whitney felt all the time, all the time.
Yeah.
No matter what she said, it just kept coming back, coming back. That was a lot of pressure for someone that just wanted to sing and touch me.
So, Robin, where were you February of 2012 when you heard that Whitney passed away?
I had a strange morning. It was a Saturday, and I ended up at a restaurant in New Hope, Pennsylvania, with a couple that my wife and I did not know well. And we had a sitter looking after our children. And my phone was on the table and it was buzzing. I don't know why it was buzzing, but it was buzzing one after another. Oh, it's Paulette. Oh, it's Paulette again. Okay. Finally, the woman that we were having lunch with, dinner with, fast forward to her, she asked, could she answer her phone because her sister had called a number of times. She wanted to make sure everything was okay. And she finally hung up the phone. But she did midway through our conversation, she went, like, everything all right? She said, indicating nothing. And she hung up the phone and she said, my sister is this huge Whitney Houston fan, and they say she passed. Then I looked at my phone, and it was Dewana Williams, who was the attorney for our girl group, which was the last project that Whitney and I worked on. After I left the company, we worked on that together still. And I asked her, is it true? And she said, I think so. Hope.
No, Robin, were you at the funeral?
I made it to the funeral, yes.
Did you see Bobby at the funeral?
I saw Bobby right in front of us. There wasn't any room. The rows were taped off, and I moved the tape and sat down in the seventh row.
How has he reacted to this book? Do you know?
I have no idea.
Do you care?
The ones I cared about when I made the thoughtful decision that I was going to share my story was Whitney. How would she feel about the now? My children, my wife, and after that was good.
So now, the hologram tour.
Hologram.
What are your thoughts on Whitney and the hologram? Perfect. And a lot of people would say, Robin, why did you stay silent for so long and now write the book? Like, do you need money? Are you part of it? You know, like, why did you choose to write this book now? Because Robin is a seasoned grown woman. As you can see, she's a very, very happy life, low key. Yeah, why'd you write this book?
I wrote this book because I felt it was my duty to stand up and share
The
the
extraordinary
extraordinary
life,
life behind
the
the
voice.
amazing talent that she gave us. And I wanted people to know that Whitney is a real person. She's a real person who deserved to be handled sensitively, respectfully.
Do you look great?
She's with me. I'm not going there. I don't have to go there.
Thank you, Robin.
No.
Glitter robot, glitter robot, glitter robot. Glitter robot.
Plans getting finalized tonight for inside and outside New Hope Baptist Church in Newark. Parts of Newark, New Jersey's biggest city, tonight virtually closed off to fans. Access will be limited for much of the weekend. Eyewitness News cameras were there tonight when Whitney Houston's family, including her daughter and mother, said their private goodbyes at the funeral home. And on Sunday, a private burial reportedly at the cemetery where her father is buried. Tonight, police and workers preparing for that. Eyewitness News reporter NJ Burkett is at the church with new details of tomorrow's funeral service. NJ?
And Sade, it may have been the most moving moment we've witnessed all week. Whitney Houston's mother and her 18-year-old daughter stepping into the funeral home hand in hand. A scene few people could have imagined just 1 week ago tonight. Outside the Wiggum funeral home tonight, Carolyn Wiggum greeted well-wishers on behalf of the family, offering memorial photographs of Whitney Houston. How are they holding up?
To the best of their ability.
It's not easy.
No, I know this.
It was the moment that shocked the nation. It's not over. It has just begun. It happened at the funeral for Whitney Houston's only daughter, Bobby Christina Brown, affectionately called Chrissy by her family. And this is her aunt, marching right over to reporters. What followed was a verbal tirade that was, in a word, jaw-dropping.
I have information, I have evidence, it's not over. It's not over. I'll be doing it. And I'll be speaking out.
But that was all she had to say until now. In this Inside Edition exclusive, Leolah Brown, the older sister of Whitney's ex-husband, singer Bobby Brown, is revealing what led to her outburst.
Tristan was surrounded by people that cared nothing for her. To make it care about her. Just like they didn't care about Whitney.
It was widely reported that Leolah was thrown out of the service after she launched a verbal attack at Pat Houston, Whitney's sister-in-law, who planned the funeral. There were these reports that Tyler Perry threw you out of the church. Are those reports true?
Not at all. What happened? I got her. And when I saw Pat making her way to the podium to speak, I turned and I looked at Pat and I said, Pat, this is wrong. You know you're wrong for this. Whitney will taunt you from the grave. What was wrong that was going on? That you would say that Whitney would taunt you from the grave. The whole setup of the funeral was just not right to me. And there were, he has a lot of methods. None of them were on the program to be pallbearers. But I walked out the curb because I couldn't sit there no more.
After the funeral, friends and family members took a party bus to Pat Houston's home outside Atlanta. They chanted Bobby Christina's name when they arrived for what was reportedly a Sweet 16 themed party, something Pat Houston planned because Bobby Christina never had a Sweet 16 of her own.
What did you think of the Sweet 16 themed funeral? Of course it's bizarre. It's crazy. That is the most, at this time, you want to do a 16, Sweet 16? Doesn't make sense to me. You know, a precious life was taken. A big tour bus, party bus, but the house.
Everybody okay?
For 5 months, Bobby Christina was on life support. The nation wondered what was going on.
You walk into her hospital, did you see? I looked at Bobby Chris, and she was just lying there. You know, the machine was breathing for her, and she was just lying there, helpless. I walked in there shock, like, what happened?
Then came published reports that an unidentified family member had taken a photo of Bobby Christina as she lay dying and sold it to a tabloid magazine.
Did you take that photograph? Hell,
Like the rest of us, Leolah Brown can't get over how Whitney Houston's life came to such an end. Now Whitney's only child is gone too.
at some point, we have to wake up and realize that this thing is just too close, too similar. Mother, daughter, holding bathrooms. something is very, very, very wrong. That kitchen.
If you haven't claimed your government-funded health subsidy yet, now's the time. No. Gigi, and TJ, and Darren. Oh God, got talk from. Oh, we gotta talk. Can you all hear me? You hear me? Somebody tell me y'all. Somebody what? Here? You did. Okay, all right. Thank you, Gigi. Oh my God, I had to call you back 4 hours today. How many you guys? Hit that like button and show all the fun here. Please, hit the like button. The like button, guys. Everybody hit the like button. It's easy.
Well, one time, that's all. That's all. I watched Whitney Houston movie day for the first time. Oh my gosh, God. Oh my God. Wow. Unbelievable. Now I see what everybody's got. I'm like, look, God, you should come in. Like, what? That was important. Come on, leave me down. Oh, no. What? Ah, yeah. All of me, yeah. On this side, you all of me. I want to talk to y'all seriously. I'm so serious. Hit the high button, speak to people on, and I've got 20 likes.
I got 2 likes. Somebody use boost the likes till it's about 30.
I'm so scared.
Because I have 7,439 YouTube views. I'm so thankful and blessed for that. And to all my YouTube supporters and all my loyal subscribers and everybody. Like I said, hopefully me and Miss Leolah Brown. Like I said, me and her have been messaging through Instagram. She sent me some love and support emojis. But like I said, me and Miss Leolah hopefully will soon do a celebrity YouTube collab.
Yes. Oh, and I did a video tonight, guys. It's uploading right now on it. So it should be on hopefully by tomorrow. And you can all can check. Hey guys, this is Leolah. I had to come to you. And before I say anything, let me tell you why I'm coming to you. We feel this. I was feeling this for a time. I was. I didn't want to say anything until it was time for the book. But it's okay because I got so much more. You see,
What the enemy's trying to
what
do,
the enemy is doing,
they're
they're
watching.
watching. I say enemies, I mean people like Ray Jacob, his sister, his family, you know, Pat, uh, anybody that has something to do with the demise of Whitney. And I'm gonna be this very real as God is my witness. When I woke up today, I said, it was just on my heart. God was striking me dead where I sit. I am telling the story. It was on my heart to come on here today. I said I was going to do a live for my members, my new members. But then I was thinking it was so heavy.
And that's what I was going to talk about as well, guys. I want this side is also for my members and my channel members and my subscribers. Because once you subscribe, you're basically a channel member.
To be big. That man.
I gotta get my other channel membership set up. I have 7,439 YouTubers, and I'm so thankful. Blessed everybody.
To tell me or even get up. As I looked in my phone about 2 minutes ago. Now it is about it's early afternoon now. But what I'm saying is, and I really don't even know what time it is. Whatever time it is right now, I've been up since early. So I don't even know what's happening now, but listen to this. It was on my heart to reveal this. Oh my God, God is guiding me, you all. And I said I was gonna reveal it. I didn't want to bother my brother with this because I didn't want Bobby to be put no more. I didn't want him to hurt no more, but I was going to explain this to him, and I have been trying to give it to my brother. But it's so difficult because of his writing. Whitney was pregnant. Yes, she was. And this is why I was so upset when in the beginning next year. Mommy Christina called us and told us that my mommy was pregnant by my dad. She was pregnant by Bobby. Yes, she was. And I'm not totally sure about this, guys, but this is listen to Leolah. You listen to me too, but she's getting all this information out as well. Just like I am. And she was at the Beverly Hilton Hotel 2 weeks prior to her being found. Okay? And I want y'all to follow. Somebody called her cousin, Aaliyah, New Jersey, and said, something's going on at that hotel with your aunt. You all need to get her away from that. Meaning Paxton. They saw something going on at that hotel before Whitney was found. Okay? And keep in mind, Aaliyah said when she called Whitney, she told me this. When she called Auntie Whitney sounded okay. And she asked Aaliyah to come there with her. She was enjoying herself. Now, I all along that Pat and Gary's story was going to be that Whitney killed herself. This is what they wanted in the beginning, you guys. They were going to say this because they were going to use it. They were going to use it as her just getting rid of herself after finding Bobby Christina, because Bobby Christina was found first at the Beverly Hilton. Yes. And Barbara Christina told us that when she awoke in that tub, all she remembered was going to her. This is the day before Whitney was found. Yeah, Bobby Christina was found in the bathroom. She said that she was going to her. She hadn't eaten that day. She hadn't done nothing else. And keep in mind, she had an adjoining room with Nick. And this is the room that I'm saying that everybody comes out in. I'm picturing this because I know how it goes down the Whitney's out on the road. Oh, that's fucking bigger. You're Jonathan, right? The 995 plan. Okay, I want y'all to follow. I see what they do. There's a video out right. Some girl came out and said Whitney was pregnant by Ray J. That is not true. Ray J and Brandy's tried to come back on this time. And if it's true that Whitney did give you a letter, Brandy, it said I'm pregnant. Okay, it was because she knew that your brother and all of them, everybody was running around that hotel doing things to her and her daughter. Okay, because when she walked up on you and handed you that note, okay, that was to let you guys know that she was on. She knew. She knew something was going on. Her baby was found in her bathroom the day before. Whitney. Yeah. Nobody's answering her phone call. And she keeps Chrissy in that room with her. When Chrissy ran down to her mother's room day before, but maybe they had taken her clothes and everything out of that hotel. Okay? So Whitney doesn't, she's not talking to anybody. She's with Chrissy with her. And when she walked up on Brandy and Clyde, and Chrissy was next to her with Whitney's clothes on. Because Chrissy couldn't find her phone. And took her clothes out of her phone. Why y'all to follow this for a while? Because I see what they're doing. They're trying to reveal that Whitney was pregnant before I revealed it. Like, well, that's okay. That's fine. So I'll tell the truth. It wasn't Ray J's baby. It was Bobby's baby. Yes. And Whitney looked at it as well. They were getting ready to get married again. Okay? Whitney had got to protest back while she was at the hotel.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you all, okay? Doctor had revealed it to her. She was pregnant. Yes. And I believe I said that her phone was tagged. Everybody running around this hotel ducking her because you don't want to answer her as to why her baby was found in the bathtub and we're out of home. See, Pat, you're not answering your phone. You sat on over and told over that. I didn't answer her phone call all day. Why? Why? Because she knew what she wanted. And then Nikki, Whitney's cousin, told me, and now Nikki's dead. Nikki told me that Mama Sissy invited you, Jerry, and you back to her house and asked you all after she's dead, what happened to my baby? And you all said, y'all flew in from Atlanta to go all
I went to Mama Sissy's house to eat.
She's invited to dinner so she can sit down and talk to you all because Christ and not her. And she knows that you all
Know something.
but you all
Your
jump up
papa said,
and say, oh, that's why
you
you
invited us to dinner? Oh, we didn't come home for that.
You knew she didn't want
Be here no more. I said this.
That's and I said this.
They're going to say,
Nikki told me that.
they're going to say
They're going to
say
say
that Whitney
trying
tried
to
to kill us.
That's their plan to say, but they didn't even come and get them in here to say nothing.
No, they didn't.
I guess after I revealed everything, they couldn't come with nothing. You can't say that Whitney, well, you couldn't say that Whitney tried to kill herself because Mama Christina wasn't gone. That was the plan in the beginning. Y'all was gonna